So, good? Alright, cool. So, welcome to the drink. What's going on, guys?
What's up, man? How you doing, Teddy?
I'm doing good, man. Number 12 had a drink, finally.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming on the show, guys. Seriously. But, however, before we get started, a lot of people have been asking me, you guys have probably seen me advertise this greenhead bug juice on social media. I've been doing 50,000 million posts.
The drink, we're clicking to the environment. We're clicking to the environment. We're drinking to the environment.
About it. So I just want to briefly go into it and just really spell out what exactly it is.
Sure.
So really, what it is.
Did you call it bug juice? I'm sorry.
Greenhead bug juice. Here.
Greenhead bug juice.
I brought some on the show anyway, so.
Man, is this something that you introduced me a while back? You brought to me and you said this will keep because I was in construction, you said this will help to keep the
That's
insects.
exactly what it is.
And this is made from CBD?
No, it is not. No.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
Yeah,
right?
So how much is it? No, I'm just kidding. But alright, so what it is, it's a homemade.
I got a bug on my phone.
What the hell? I thought that was one of your friends just sending you a random Snapchat. Anyway, so what it is, it's all natural, deep free.
I got a bug on my phone. Sorry. Take two.
Nah. So yeah, Greenhead Bug Juice is a all-natural formula that is actually deep free. Uses essential oils like lemongrass, citronella, and geranium. Obviously water and alcohol too. And the story goes is that so me and my buddy, he pretty much came to me and was we're former lifeguards. So what happened was that every summer we would be rowing every Friday, on a daily basis, weekly basis, and you know how in the summer you got the ticks, mosquitoes, and especially the lovely famous greenheads that love to bite. Exactly, right? When you're at the beach, you all of a sudden you'll just get a bite,
yes.
Drop the F-bomb and all that stuff, you'll smack it and all.
Especially in the best fishing spots, the best fishing and crabbing spots. You have to be there and it's
whatever,
discouraging.
I thought that they were only down south. They're up north too. What it is, I found out is I think the wind, a certain wind from a certain area brings them in through an area. If you have I remember working in New York and I was greenheads are not up north.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. So when you're on the Jersey Shore, that's where it was made. This was made at the Jersey Shore by my friend. He came up with the whole formula, and then when we were rowing and stuff, he actually gave it to me, and he's like, dude, can you please, I know you're big into social media, so can you please just help me market this? I'm like, yeah, but what the hell is it? Tell me about it. So he pretty much sat me down at his house, and he's like, you know this bush over here, right? I'm like, yeah, it's just a bush, whatever.
Man.
And I didn't realize how many mosquitoes were in it. Dude, he went like this, right? I'm not gonna actually spray it, but he sprayed it. Dude, all of a sudden, all of them scattered, bro. All of a sudden they just all scattered, and it actually came to me. I'm like, oh, get away from me.
Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah, dude, and during the summer, I'm gonna actually make a huge video for it. But yeah, dude, I kid you not, there was a whole swarm of them. A whole swarm of them scattered from that bush and then just flooded the scene. Yeah. So, I said,
incredible.
Yeah, so it's all natural, like I said, it's deep free.
That's good.
So pretty much he's like, dude, I'm tired of these greenheads and these mosquitoes and.
Well, now I know a lot of people use the DEET, and I heard DEET's not really good for you. People should stay away from DEET.
I did some
serious
research.
chemical.
I did some research, and I saw so many reviews of DEET is cancer causing carcinogen. Oh, it's not. It's a hoax, whatever. So I'll go back and forth talking to him, my buddy Greg, and pretty much the story goes is that it was created at the Jersey Shore, and really just to prevent everyone from getting tick bites, mosquito bites, because everyone loves those.
Yeah.
And especially the greenheads. When you're going to the beach, everyone in Jersey, well, everyone in general pretty much loves the beach. So you know, you want to enjoy your beach going and
Fishing.
all that. Fishing.
I'm an avid fisherman. I
You
like
know,
to
surfing,
fish.
all that kind of stuff.
Great
like,
spots happen to be.
like especially everyone goes to everyone in New Jersey. They all come down to the shore. Goes to Ticey's, goes to Efco, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean.
On your boat, you be in
Yeah,
your car.
and you're drinking and stuff. You don't want to be like worrying about
Yeah, you're sitting down on the beach
and it's funny because I also did an experiment with it because I was like, you know what, like before I actually start marketing this stuff, I want to, you know, really test it out for myself. So at my old job, I sprayed it because I was outside all the time. I was canvassing, so I sprayed it on my one leg, didn't spray it on my other leg. But then nothing here. I had about 6 bites on my other leg that I didn't spray. Yeah, it's nuts. So, and also just to put it into more perspective, it's been used by my friends' friends, meaning because he's part of the military, and they all, like, even before this became, like, kind of known, they used this stuff in the military training grounds, like, you know, when they would go down to Georgia or any military training grounds,
Right.
they would use it, and his friends keep asking, dude, can I have more of the
Really?
Can I add more of
It
it?
works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, there's a lot
And
of bugs
dude,
around
trust me,
here,
I
man.
like
There is.
if you want
I'm
something
not
cool,
that
like
myself. I was in a few.
yeah, exactly. So I'm like, if anyone wants it, cool. You know, we'll send you a free sample. Go, you know, have at it. If you don't, all right, whatever. You know, like, I just want everyone to know about it. Try it out. If you like it, cool. You know, keep on getting it. If not, oh, well, you know. So yeah, it's packaged by us. It's made by us. Like we do everything hand by made. It's homemade. So yeah, that's really it. Yeah, keep that. That's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Nice. Appreciate you.
Hey, you have a second bottle now.
Yeah, I don't know what happens at the first one, to be honest with you.
Well,
That was
there
a
you
while
go.
ago.
Well, don't.
And at that time, it was just, it
Yeah,
was.
so there you go.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
I'm waiting for you to. Yeah. Appreciate
No,
it.
yeah, definitely, dude. So
Greenheads.
yeah, so that's bug juice for you. So all right, cool. Let's get into the show, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Here we go on the
Wait,
drink.
I thought we were on the show.
That was just his pitch.
Yeah.
So, hey,
warm
fine.
up. Yeah, the warm up.
Alright, we're on. My name's Ted.
My name's Rob.
And I'm Josh with True Life CBD, and we're on the drink.
Yeah! Let's go.
Let's do it.
go. Dude, that was an awesome intro.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, so, yeah, behind the scenes we were talking about, you know, what you guys do and everything. So if you don't mind, just for the viewers here, can you just, you know, talk about a little bit about yourself? Whoever wants to go first, go for it.
All right, sure.
And,
Yeah.
as you guys go really quick, I'm going to grab you guys some drinks.
You got it.
Especially myself.
All right. Well, I'm a local chef. I grew up in Ocean County, New Jersey, and Monmouth County, between both counties actually. But I love food. I've been working with food my whole entire life, and it's a real creative part of my life that allows me to be artistic and allows me to have the freedom that I really enjoy personally. Because I've always grew up in nature. I love working with the animals and just picking stuff from there, bringing it home, and figuring out what it was. You know what I mean? Just having a real intimate, relationship with the environment. You know what I mean? Sure. And just brought me into cannabis. You know what I mean? And it just brought me closer and closer to exactly where my mind was going and my passion's going. You know what I mean? Because it allowed me to be more creative. Just using it. I started using it at an early age. You know what I mean? So it helped me become more creative. I found my abilities to focus was better. You know what I mean? And it just, I explored my creativity with food even more. And that's how I became a great chef.
That's awesome.
I'm a professional chef
That's
now.
really cool.
And now I find myself as a cannabis chef for True to Life.
That's awesome.
True Life CBD, full spectrum CBD.
I'm a union dock builder, local 1456. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I also grew up in Ocean County. I'm gonna be honest, my cannabis use was more or less, as a young kid, in immature way, and uneducated, so to speak, you know what I mean? So, but then as I got older and as I learned more about it, it became more of, a medicine and something that helps me with, in construction you deal with things like pain and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And so,
yeah.
Definitely,
and, anxiety and whatever, and I also had a serious eye injury about a couple years back, which causes me to have extreme inflammation and light sensitivity and whatnot. And if it wasn't for cannabis, I would it would be a lot harder. So.
Oh yeah, whenever we hang out, you always are.
It is a medicine.
Well, not always.
Well, not
you know what I'm
always,
saying,
but like,
no,
I'm saying,
when
it
you see
hurts, I
sees
know.
it full,
Oh,
full
dude,
force that,
it
when
was
it's
like, he
bad.
just like got punched in the eye or something. Like, well, not maybe not.
Well, he actually,
But no, it just you can tell.
What was it? 2016. I had a concrete hose explode in my face. Yeah. And to make matters
Oh,
worse,
that's what
though,
happened.
the doctors, they failed to get the concrete out of my eye. And if you don't know anything about concrete, like there's an active ingredient in there called lye, which is doctors compared it to bleach, straight up. Yeah, straight up. So my eye got, totally destroyed, partly because doctors couldn't do anything, you know what I mean? Like they couldn't get the concrete out. And then finally I went somewhere where they were able to, you know what I mean? Yeah, and you know what's crazy though is nobody has even given me the option for marijuana. They've just always fed me the pills, take these, take that, you know what I mean? The anti-inflammatories. And I'm like, I want to say to them, like, listen, like, if I have to take anti-inflammatories 6 days a week, every day for a month, do the math. That's 120.
And guess what cannabis can do for you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's 200 pills I'm putting in my stomach, destroying my stomach, when I can take half the amount of cannabis and do just as much, if not more, for myself. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
our bodies were not designed to take these concentrated compounds that we can find naturally, in nature.
Well, you think about it, like back in the day, like when medicine wasn't all like advanced and all that stuff. Like now, like everyone ate plants, like plant-based stuff. Everything plants are from the earth. Like everyone was farmers.
yeah, isn't green
exactly.
good? Green is always good. You know what I mean? Green's good.
That's exactly how civilization started. If it wasn't
Yeah,
for
exactly.
farming period or the agriculture industry, you know what I mean, civilization wouldn't be what it is today.
Oh hell no.
And beer plays a huge part of that. You know what I mean?
You know how much water it takes to make 1 barrel of beer?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
like, I think it's about 25 gallons. Can we get a fact check on that too? I'm pretty
You
sure
said,
it's about
wait, can
25.
you repeat that? You said how many gallons?
You have a point cost by any chance back then?
25 gallons to make what?
25 gallons of water to make
much
a
beer?
barrel of beer.
A barrel.
A barrel of beer.
And like I said, if you don't mind doing a fact check on that.
No, but so what are you saying? You're saying that there is a lot of water used for.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt.
That's why like
what I'm saying.
that's why like when I went out to eat last night with my friend and
Thanks.
no problem. And
So-
what's up?
Beer is 90 to 95% water. Water is used in every step of the brewing process, and only a small amount actually makes it into the package. So inside every brew house, it takes about 7 gallons of water to produce 1 gallon of beer. So
Okay,
do
so
the
like,
conversion
wait,
there. It can go up as high as
still a
10
lot,
though.
Wow.
7
7 gallons used
7
to
gallons.
produce 1 gallon of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's isn't that
Because
crazy?
And most of it doesn't
goes
even
through
get
a
to the
process.
Filtration,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
absolutely, without a
Because the
doubt.
grains that get cooked absorb some of that, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
So think like a tea bag when you make tea. It's the
Perfect
same
example.
process.
Perfect example.
That tea bag's gonna be able to absorb some of that the liquid.
Yup.
You know what I mean? When you throw it out, it's wet.
Well, here's the beer, guys.
Beer. Beautiful
beer.
beer.
Here's
Kane
the beer.
Brewing,
Hey.
local Ocean Township, New Jersey. Delicious.
We actually went to
This is actually really good.
brewery bar yesterday.
Bourbon.
What was
It's
it,
a
Aim?
Kentucky bourbon barrel ale.
Interesting.
What?
I
Yeah,
just
I'm into
grabbed it last
craft
night. I'm
beers
like,
a lot.
I want to
I
like
can't hear you.
try more.
Triumph?
things,
You ever hear of Triumph?
Yeah, actually I have
Yeah,
tried.
We just
Yeah.
went there last night.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
what a great, it was a great place. I wish they had a little bit more music, but the beer was good. The beer was good. They were,
The culture of beer in New Jersey is actually very good.
and the environment,
Very
it was
good.
awesome.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
No, that's
amazing.
better.
I'm sorry. Like Kane,
No,
to me,
you're right,
Kane,
without a doubt, everywhere.
There's great beers in California, and I'm not trying to knock them, but watch out for Kane.
Yeah.
Because this
I
this
try.
is-
I
this is-
think I had it.
if it's not beating them now, they better watch out. It's like that.
I get it delivered every
Shout out to
week.
Kane Brewing.
Every
Yeah,
week
yeah.
to the bar
Yeah.
that I work at. Every week we have a delivery of head high and overhead.
I went
it's
to-
really one of my favorite
It is.
IPAs.
Any bar that I go to, if they have it on tap, I'll usually go with that one.
Yeah,
Talking so highly
I
of
went.
it. Can I taste it?
Sure. Yeah, you want to?
I don't want to drink out of your cup if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all, bro.
I'm not dirty.
I'm not dirty either, man. I'm a veteran, so I get my shots.
I tried that last night. It's a little
Very
hoppy,
floral.
but it's
Yeah,
not too bad.
like I said, I'm not that
The
into
hoppy
beer.
is floral.
Yes, it does have
very
a nice
floral, so it's
floral
not
hop.
off-putting.
No, like for
Because
an
I don't
IPA,
like
I
some
thought
of
that
them.
was actually like really like high.
You know
in
how
hops.
some of
It's
them are
actually
like
not that
bitter,
bad.
or some
right?
of them are
It's
real
not.
sharp. You know what I mean? Like that kind of has a more of a.
They use a typical, a particular type of blend of hops in this, I think, and what it does is like it doesn't bring out the bitterness of the hops. It actually brings out the floral, more aromatic notes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Flavor.
Because there is hops out there that are bitter, but it serves the beer. Because you remember like different grains they use. Like they use like a light grain,
So many
and they
factors,
might use
without
a
a
grain
doubt.
that's toasted.
Yeah,
Which
without a doubt.
gives it an amber color, you know what I mean? So
I
you know what I mean? And that's when the chef comes in with the ingredients and
Yeah.
this and that. I'm gonna throw this in there. I don't want this, and I want this aspect of it to have this, and I want the characteristics.
That's the aspect ratio.
I felt like I don't know. I felt like just retarded last night because I'm like asking her for like take sips of tests of beers because like you know what I mean? Because I'm like whoa, this one's a little too much, and then I'm like that one's not enough.
That's why like
I had to
when
find
you,
that.
that's when like when you go to like a brewery, like you ask for like the whole flight of beer. So
That's
like,
what other people did that, and I'm like I should have did that. I should have did the flight. And
Well,
I'm like,
yeah, because then you only
three
get a
of them,
little
you
bit
gotta-
of each.
they were
and,
doing four.
You know, if you don't
Flights
like
of
it,
four, and I'm like,
you could suck it up and drink it, or just be like, hey,
you
I'm
know,
sorry,
I
like
went
this
in there and I'm
one.
like, oh, give me one of those. You know what I mean? And that was a bad idea.
And I think this one is. Oh my god, I can barely read it.
But it's almost like there's a beer out there for everyone, or every
There
mood,
really
or,
is.
or every
8.19.
season. You know what I mean? Like,
3.19?
No, 8.1.
That's two beers. That's two beers.
Hopefully,
Right
I won't get too.
there. Just sip it slow.
There. Good. So let's go.
This one was what? This is like 7, I think.
I was gonna say, don't go. I can grab the whole thing right here.
is this about beer or CBD? No,
It's about both. What's
that's
crazy
cool,
is that
dude.
we
It's all
actually.
linked together in a way. I mean,
Every-
like we were
dude,
talking
We're
about.
gonna be at the Atlantic City
Yo,
Beer Fest.
one thing
Actually.
you'll learn about sustainability, and that's what the show is about, is that everything, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not, is all interconnected.
It
in
really is.
some way,
Without a doubt.
No, absolutely.
some way, shape, or form. So
Right after the prohibition is when our friend Anslinger started making things illegal, right?
That's
So,
Yeah.
6.6.
6.6, so it was like about 7%.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's not too much because 8's a little wild
It's
for
a
me.
beer and a half, you know?
Yeah.
It's about 2 beers for me.
I remember.
It's a pint.
I remember I went to Canada and what was it? Black Label, I think it was called.
Oh,
It
There
was
were
like-
some beers up there.
Oh,
Strong.
12%. I was like,
moonshine
oh my
style.
god, yeah, dude. As soon as it got a little bit
really
close,
good.
I couldn't even drink it.
bro.
Strong
Hey,
shit.
you ever go to Montreal?
Thank you to Water for producing.
Thank you,
this
Water,
beer.
and thank you,
Thank
Grains.
you, Water. Clean to the environment with that one.
Clean to the
Let's
environment,
go.
for sure. The accidental discovery of fermented grain. You know how I heard this story I heard that they found it on accident. That they were drying the grain, right? They were drying the grain so they could use it for later, to store it for later. But what happened was that it rained, right? And they sprouted, right? Right? But what happened is they didn't grow. They didn't grow. So what happened was they started to ferment. And they drank it. And you're like, this is nice.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just, you know what I mean? Like, they got
That's
creative
cool.
with it,
That's
you know?
That's awesome. So,
That's just a story that I heard.
yeah, that was cool. What I wanted to actually ask you is, so you mentioned the background of you and being a chef and everything, and so like, tell me more about True Life. Like, what is it?
Alright, True Life.
I know you said that it was like
Yeah.
about cannabis and stuff, correct?
Yes, well, we consider ourselves a wellness company.
Okay,
it's
wellness,
a company. But we specialize in CBD. We are True to Life CBD. We're an East Coast, New Jersey-based CBD company. We offer CBD products and wellness products with a CBD that's a full spectrum. We like to work with local businesses and provide to them, good education on our products. And one of our products is a flagship. It's a 750 milligram, 1 ounce bottle tincture, full spectrum CBD, and it's simple as that. There's nothing else complicated about it. There's no flavor to it. There's no lavender. There's no citrus. There's no making it nicer. It's
There's
CBD,
no, like, kinda like
straight
artificial flavors
hemp
in a way?
extract, 0.3% THC. You're getting it at full spectrum. This is good quality CBD. They do have isolate, but to particularly speak about isolate, it doesn't operate as well if you were to get CBD at a full spectrum.
What exactly is isolate?
Isolate is basically taking CBD out of the plant. like remove it completely as a compound,
Right.
and then it's just it's a compound, a crystal in its most purest form.
True. Almost
So
like
what you're
they
doing
do with
is
THC.
you're
When they
removing it
isolate
from
THC,
the
they do
spectrum that it grew naturally on the plant. So the cannabis plant has cannabinoids
Right.
that grow all along with it.
Yes.
The most dominant cannabinoids are THC and CBD.
Correct.
THC being the number one most dominant, and CBD the second most dominant. THC is grown in what's called marijuana.
Yep.
Okay, so you could say like in the cannabis family, marijuana is the more wilder side, and then the hemp side is the more calmer, more cool, more put together side. CBD.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
So CBD doesn't get you high.
No.
THC gets you high. It has the psychoactive components. This is almost like the anti-high. This is like nature's anxiety. This will actually help people relieve stress in
Without
a way.
the high. If they don't want
Without
it.
the exactly.
Some people don't like it. Some people are not for it. Some people absolutely. And
I
that's what's
find
so great about
myself
this plant.
using CBD, my THC flower use, and just completely has dropped. I mean, I still use. I still
Sure.
smoke a joint here and there.
Sure.
Go at night, you know what I mean? I'll wake up in the morning. I want to get energized. You know what I mean? I got the strains. Like I'm a card holder, so I have like particular strains I go to.
Sure.
But CBD is actually one of those things that I incorporate into my life almost on a daily. You know what I mean? Or if I know it's going to be a stressful day, I take CBD. You know what I mean? Or if I'm having a headache, or I know that or last night I didn't sleep that well, I'm gonna take some CBD.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because I find that CBD, even though like I'll have like an imbalance here and there, it brings me back to that.
Sure.
'Cause
I sometimes don't even think. Sorry to interrupt that.
No, you're good.
I sometimes think that if marijuana didn't have CBD in it, I would not nearly use it as much. You know what I'm saying? With my eye injury and everything, like it all plays a big factor. You know what I mean? And CBD is definitely a big help. It definitely big.
So to go even further to discuss what's going on, what CBD is actually doing in THC is what's happening is that it's interacting with your endocannabinoid system.
Yes. Something that not everyone has.
And this
right?
is where the lack of education comes in, because not a lot of people have this
This is where I
understanding.
gotta listen.
This
This
is
is where I gotta
educate
listen.
us, seriously.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So everyone has an endocannabinoid system. You have one. I have one. The dogs have it. You know what I mean?
Wait, can I'm sorry to interrupt again.
No,
but
go ahead.
I heard that like the endocannabinoid system, not every creature on this planet has it. Only a
No.
certain amount.
Yeah, there's different organisms that have different makeups, but because like mostly in mammals, I believe it has that effect.
Okay.
I think it affects different animals in a certain way, but because we have built-in receptors, and for a dog, it might have the same receptors, but probably built in a different place or a different way.
So it might react a little differently.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like,
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
giving
like,
one
for
of
example, like we can hear certain things, we can smell certain things, but they always say like dogs have like,
dogs have a heightened
have
sense.
that heightened sense. Exactly.
Well, I
Heightened
thought that's
sense
just
of
because
hearing
they
and
have
smell.
9 million more sensors.
I mean,
in
they
that.
might, but
whatever
the
the
case
case
may be.
I'm not a veterinarian, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
how, but I can tell you, like, we have receptors in our brain, all running down our spine, all in our joints. We have it in our organs. We have it all in our digestive stomachs. You know what I mean? It's all in there, in a beautiful system. So, and the endocannabinoid system works with cannabinoids. The body does produce it naturally also, but there is a deficiency of it. Our body produces all kinds of compounds, all kinds of serotonin, dopamine, all these things. You know what I mean? But you can go to the store and probably get melatonin. You know what I mean? Like all these all stuff like that. So like, for example, if I was to take vitamin C out of your diet, right? 50 years go by, and I give you
That'd be horrible.
and I give you your first fresh glass of orange juice, and you drink it. You're gonna
that's gonna
immediately
shock my
feel
body.
the benefits.
Oh, well, yeah.
So, when we made hemp and marijuana illegal, we've removed it completely from our whole entire
Diet
existence.
and everything.
Our diet. We fed it to our cattle. We fed it to our livestock. It was probably put as a byproduct in certain things that we ate. Because it was just so ready and available. Hemp was grown a lot. It was a
Thrown
huge
away
industry.
and
It was a huge.
destroyed for no reason.
And as soon as we started, the laws against it, and we started, demonizing it, and then just the whole era, then that Harry Anslinger, that fucking asshole. Can I say fucking asshole?
Well, it's also because
This
of
piece of
Rockefeller
shit.
too. Because Anslinger and Rockefeller, they had their money invested in paper mills and all these.
No. Nothing against him, but honestly, he's just doing his job. He's doing it too fucking hard, too well, and you know what? You're fucking wrong, dude.
It wasn't
Wait,
that.
was
Listen,
that
no, he
him
was a
from
bad
Harry
person.
J.
John, let me-
Anslinger. This is the guy who campaigned
He was a
against
bad
marijuana.
person.
This is
No,
the
no.
guy
He was
who,
racist.
Reefer
I
Madness.
heard.
Wait, one at a
listen,
time.
no, seriously. I'm sorry, go ahead. He was a racist person. He was a bad person. I don't care.
That movie-
Rob, this is why I love you, because you have so much passion for what you love. It's
Well, he has
fucking
passion too, but
amazing.
then
I
he
love
just
it.
stuck up for him for like a
freaking
half a
love it,
second.
man.
You know what? You're right. No, you're right. You know what? I want to whip his ass actually.
Yeah,
You know what?
seriously,
But like,
because he was just racist. And
the only reason why is because like I'm not trying to live like a
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're
I
right,
don't want to
you're
be
right.
like, oh, you
Yeah,
and
you're right.
you.
No,
and-
we're not even negative.
No,
Kill with kindness.
that's
You're
exactly.
right.
You know what I
Kill
mean?
with
No,
kindness.
it's not like we all hate him, but what we're saying is that we don't like what he did.
Yeah, and what was caused from it is so.
I struggle with it,
Yeah,
man.
it's so messed up. You know what I mean? And like,
True.
and and I was gonna say something before. You said you're a card holder. Would you believe they won't give me a card?
I'm still surprised at that, man.
You know what they told me? Oh, it's an
Suck
eye
it up.
injury.
You gotta
don't
deal
have,
with it.
They go.
You gotta-
No, they go. It's an eye injury. You don't have glaucoma. We can't help. you.
Talk to NJ Alternative Medicine.
Dude, you got a card or so? I'll call anybody.
I don't have it.
If you have a number or something,
Alright,
yeah,
yeah,
no, I'll get your number. Yeah,
we'll get together. We're gonna talk, bro.
Call True to Life, they'll help.
Because I've called someone in Lakewood and someone up north, and both people, I forget the names of the doctors, and both people told me, because I was like, first I was like, listen, I was like, do you guys,
That's yours, by the way.
do you guys,
Go ahead and feel free to.
are pro marijuana, whatever? Would you
Yeah.
guys subscribe? And they told me, yeah. They said we are. They said, but it's only glaucoma.
Just really take it off.
I don't know. It's crazy.
No, I'm with you.
I gotta definitely
I feel like this would be really good for you, Rob.
look a little harder, but.
Well, you know what? I encourage everyone to do their own research, and this is what True to Life does. You know
I'm
what
gonna
I
say
mean? like we're happy to give you what we know, but our knowledge is also limited. You know what I mean? But we know a lot more than the average person.
Well,
Knows,
wait till,
'cause
like-
we know this product. We know our product, and our product is CBD at a full spectrum. And we know, unfortunately in business you got to be competitors. So we know our competitors. We
1
understand
ounce.
how the
1
market's
ounce.
working. It's 1 ounce.
Why not?
It's MCT oil infused with 750 milligrams of full
Pretty much the
spectrum
same exact size.
CBD. Yeah.
And I always thought this was like 3 ounces. Oh, God.
But you know what? The reason why we landed on 750 milligrams, and we can do different strengths, but we keep it a flagship because each dropper, and that's 1 milliliter, 1 ml, is going to give you 25 milligrams of full spectrum CBD, and we find that that's a sweet spot. A sweet
So like
spot
that, so like
for
that,
everyone.
You said this won't, like, say if I took it right now, it won't get me high, it'll just relax me.
Yes.
It'll just fully
It'll
relax.
allow your
Alright,
body to
do it right
balance
under the
itself.
tongue.
It's
I'm
going
gonna
to
say, if I take it,
It's
I'm
nice,
already
it's very
relaxed.
subtle,
No,
too.
you gotta
And
understand
more relaxed,
also.
I'll be
You
asleep.
gotta understand also, like depending on how you feel, it's gonna affect you differently. Like if you come
I'll
at
take
it
it
and
up.
you're very upset and you take it, it'll calm you down. But then if you're already too calm and like you said, you want to come out and maybe you want to. Your joints to loosen up, and you want a little bit to go out and do a
Exactly.
little. You know what I mean? It almost that's what
You have nothing going on with you.
Exactly.
necessarily give you discomfort,
Yes,
or
it
is
will-
there anything that's
It's not like it's only gonna do this no
you
matter
having
what your
headaches,
symptoms are.
stress, tension in your back, you getting back pain or
Like you
something?
said, it
going
will
on with you?
find the problem and balance you out.
Well, I'm just saying that now that you're conscious of it, when you take the CBD, as you
Oh no,
take,
dude, I'm already relaxed. Any more relaxed? I will literally fall asleep. I was just like,
It's
so-
not
you
like
can
that.
never take
It's
too
not
much
like that.
CBD. You can never take too much of it. If anything, it's bad to take not enough, because you're not doing yourself the favor of realizing what it can do for you. Because
I mean,
you can't
all
get
that-
high from it. You can't
that's
overdose
what
from
I'm-
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you were to take too many CBD, you're not really
Marlboro
gonna get tired,
or
right?
Philip Morris, okay?
You're not gonna
you
really
might have
do
to
it.
fact check me on this, but this is coming from our true life. Philip Morris did a study where they tried to figure out the negative effects of CBD because they wanted to campaign and market against it, and they failed fucking
Oh wait a
miserably.
second, was that Anslinger?
No,
because
because
I
recently.
remember- Oh,
because
alright,
their
because-
CBD's
Because
becoming
remember
popular.
Anslinger, he had to get he wrote notes to doctors or whatever, or letters to doctors asking if marijuana caused any kind of negative or
It's the same pattern of
Yes,
behavior
exactly.
from the people who are trying to
Exactly.
keep
And-
this shit.
and they all told him no. Besides one doctor said maybe there's a chance, and that's the one he took. And you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, but like I just.
Right, so for everyone that doesn't know, a naturally occurring compound found in hemp plants has shown to help with anxiety, depression, ADHD, ADD.
Did you see those videos with the kid who has the seizures? And they
That's
give
me
him the
right there.
CBD
That's me.
oil, and like literally,
Yeah.
there's a guy even too who he's got like a crazy stutter. He practically can't walk because of how like vicious those seizures are. And they give him a couple drops of CBD oil, and he stays on the couch. He can speak like perfect, like very like fluently. It's everything's like everything compared to like his actions,
You got the
to
story
his
about the
words,
infant?
everything.
Remember I remember reading a story about an infant, like literally under 1 year, where they seen on the CAT scan that there was a tumor. And then all of a sudden they were giving him small amounts of CBD or whatever. Next thing you know, the week later they look at the CAT scan, the tumor is shrinking. They're giving him more CBD, and to the point where this baby was born with a tumor almost the size of his head. And because of
That's why,
CBD,
and that's why it's also so controversial
But it's
too.
at a full spectrum.
Oh, without a doubt, I guarantee
They want
it is.
that
Without a doubt.
all that cannabinoid.
So you're telling me that this just
on
saved
that
an
cancer.
infant's life,
Yeah.
helped a family's future in life, and but this is bad? This is bad for us? This is, you know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. It's out of control.
No,
It's nothing but good. I can't even find anything bad from it. What's the worst that happens? Oh, if you smoke marijuana, you get a little lazy, you get a little tired, you eat a little food.
Honestly, but like, look.
And that's
Because like, you asked a very good question, a very important question. Because so what if we smoke it? But then again, who the fuck are they to tell us what can
You're
we
right.
put in our
Yeah.
body?
You're right.
Because there's poison hemlock growing out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You really want to hurt yourself, you can.
No,
But that's not what we're doing
No,
here.
no.
We are adults. You know, and we're making a decision here.
They want to make profits over people.
You know how many job sites I've been on?
We
And
are
like-
obviously-
and there
you
was
know,
chemicals
that-
coming out of the
that-
ground, and they were like,
that-
"Oh no, you're
cheers.
good."
Cheers
You're like,
to
"You're
this.
good."
Cheers
We
to
are
that.
adults
Cheers to that.
here,
Clink.
responsibly
You can
doing
breathe
this.
that in.
Everyone at home, please click with us if you haven't already.
Yes.
Here, hold that up. Let's get a picture almost.
Hang on, let me get my t-shirt up.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Clink to the invite.
Oh,
Oh yes.
yes, sir.
Very nice. All right.
Right.
Hopefully I don't get too drunk or anything.
I'm gonna be okay here.
Right? I'm gonna be at a great place.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the show, The Drink Sustainability. Warning, as you watch the show, be sure to clink at your own risk. Drinks may not appear the way that they seem.